Hi, I'm Dewey Hollister. I'm the Executive Director of the St. George Village Botanical Garden, the Botanical Garden of the Virgin Islands, and I'd like to welcome you to our third annual Jumbies in the Garden and Pumpkin Melee. And we are so excited to be able to do this wonderful event again. And I'd love to tell you about some of the great activities that we're going to have. And I've got a little cheat sheet here so I don't forget anything. We're going to have storytelling by Winifred Loving. We've got pumpkin education. We have bat education. We're going to have a fun parade. We're also going to have chefs doing wonderful pumpkin recipes, bartenders doing some wonderful pumpkin and other interesting drinks for your entertainment, and lots of other fun things to see this year. So I am really excited to have you all here. And without further ado, on with our wonderful event.
My name is Ralph Moda of Moda Cuisine, and I'm here in the kitchen to whip you up something very special with pumpkin. So today we're going to be doing a pumpkin beignet. For that, there's about 5 steps. For the recipe, you're going to need 1 cup of boiled pumpkin. You're going to need half a cup of whole milk. You can get it down to room temperature or it could be cold. Doesn't really matter. You're going to need 1 cup of white all-purpose flour. You're also going to need 3 tablespoons of white sugar. You're also going to need 2 teaspoons of baking powder, not soda, baking powder. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon and a pinch of salt. All right, so to start the recipe, we're going to add our boiled pumpkin into our bowl. So let's get that in there. And we're going to use a whisk today, and we're going to mash that up. So you want to mash up your pumpkin, get it nice and mushed. So you got this beautiful pumpkin. You know, it's October, pumpkin's in season. Here comes Halloween. So look at that beautiful color. Get it nice and mashed. All right. And now to that, we're gonna add our whole milk. So half a cup whole milk. I'm gonna pour that right on top of the pumpkin. And we're gonna mix that all in. All right. And now to this, we wanna add our white sugar. So 3 tablespoons white sugar. Sprinkle that right over the top. Perfect. So the pumpkin, depending on the type of pumpkin you're choosing to use, probably will have its own sweetness to it. So you may want to alter the recipe as you go. Maybe a little less sugar, maybe a little more. But this is your look. This is what you should have. It's mashed pumpkin with sugar and milk so far. So to this, we're going to sprinkle on our ground cinnamon. So you get that in there nice and incorporated. This helps to give it additional color, but also flavor. Cinnamon and pumpkin are really great flavor enhancers. The two together pair very well. So you want to mix your cinnamon in there perfectly. So now we've got this pumpkin, milk, sugar, cinnamon soup going on. I've got a couple of them in there stuck. Let's see if we can get them out. No, they're not going to come out. So those guys will just stay incorporated. So perfect. So now to this, you want to add your dry ingredients. So the last thing we have here is white flour, baking powder, and salt. You don't ever want to just throw your baking powder in there, because if clumps of baking powder don't completely incorporate or mix into the milk pumpkin mixture, when you cook it, the finished product will have clumps of that very acidic, very metally tasting baking powder. So what you want to do is you want to sprinkle in your 1 cup of white flour. So get that over the top. And then you want to take your baking powder and sprinkle that over the top as well. So this is 2 tablespoons. And then you want to get just a pinch of salt. So you put your pinch of salt in there. And then you're going to gently mix up the top of it first. And now you can go and incorporate the rest of it into the mixture. So we want to make sure we're getting all of that baking powder incorporated into this mixture very evenly. You don't want to leave clumps. You want to make sure it's all in there perfectly. So you're getting this really nice texture. It's thicker than a pancake batter. You don't want it very runny. What happens is if you leave it very runny, the beignet won't really hold its form. In fact, it will actually look perfect in the pot, but when you take it out, it will have consumed or absorbed so much oil while cooking that as you put it on the plate on the paper towel, it will just literally expel all of that grease and squish. It'll just turn flat. So you want to make sure your batter is pretty thick. So you got that nice consistency. A pancake batter is a lot more runny. A fritter batter is also a lot more runny. With this one, you've got this nice thick consistency. So for this, the best way to scoop this into your pan to be cooked, I would say would be a trigger scoop. So if you have yourself a trigger scoop, or just a really big tablespoon, you're gonna want to use one of these. You scoop it like this, and then you would trigger it right into the pan. You don't want to try to use a very small spoon and try to get two on top, like one scoop and then another scoop right on top of each other. It won't give you the same effect. So you want to use something like a trigger scoop. You scoop all that right into the pan. It goes right into the oil, and then you let it do its thing. After it's done its thing, I'd say it's probably going to fry for about 4 to 5 minutes. On each side, maybe like 2.5 minutes. So you put it in, it's going to turn golden brown. You flip them over, the other side turns nice and golden brown, you take them out. And when it's all said and done, they're gonna look just like this perfect, beautiful plate of pumpkin beignets. So as you can see here, there's about 8 to 9, if you really count the little one, in this serving. So for that recipe I just gave you, again, I'll repeat it. That's 1 cup of white flour, 1 cup of cooked pumpkin, half a cup of whole milk, 3 tablespoons of white sugar, 2 teaspoons baking powder, 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon, and a pinch of salt. For that recipe, you're gonna come out with about 9 pumpkin beignets. It really doesn't get any better or easier than this. It's a really great snack to whip up for the kids. It's also a really great dessert to pair after a long meal. It's seasonal, pumpkin's gonna be around. You're probably gonna have a lot of them in your house decorating. Like I said, depending on the type you buy. For instance, this one is a pumpkin pie pumpkin. If you were to roast this, it really gives the flavor of candy. And then you would scoop out the innards and you would be able to mash that just like I did and turn it into a pumpkin pie. So depending on the type of pumpkins you have in your house, these are great recipes to utilize, added waste. For a lot of you guys, you're going to be doing jack-o'-lantern carving. So the added pumpkin that's being carved out, that can go right into a pot. You could boil it, and then you could turn that into mashed pumpkin, and you could use that to make a lot of different things. Don't pass up on it. So pumpkin beignets, very simple recipe. You guys should try it. Again, thank you guys for coming out to the 3rd annual Jumbies in the Garden Pumpkin Melee. My name is Ralph Mota of Mota Cuisine, and it was a pleasure.
COVID has nothing on us. We know how to stay socially compliant, don't we, Rocky?
Nothing. Of course we do. Right here we have this amazing Cultured Naturals hand sanitizer.
The official hand sanitizer of Jumbies in the Garden, a Pumpkin Melee. Now,
Smells
make sure
very
when
good.
you apply your hand sanitizer, you really get it in there. You get it all around.
Yes.
He's bathing in it.
I'm bathing in it because I got too much, but you can't have too much.
You can't have too much. Those essential oils, we
here.
need them to calm you down.
Can I?
You want to smell?
Amazing.
We want to thank our friend Ramon Reed, our sponsor. She's the owner of Cultured Naturals, and she is the official hand sanitizer of St. George Village, the Botanical Garden. The
Botanical Gardens of the Virgin Islands.
So besides, sanitizing your hands and washing your hands, masking is very important. You will notice that Rocky and I do not have a mask on right now because we are socially distanced. But Mr. Pumpkin here is not. So Mr. Pumpkin is wearing his mask. When we are not socially distanced, we wear our mask proudly.
Hi, my name is Winnie Oyoko Loving, and today I will read to you a story that I wrote. As a matter of fact, it's my very first children's story, and it's called My Name is Freedom, and it's illustrated by Ivan Butcher. My name is Freedom. Freedom is a little girl with big bright eyes, a shy smile, lovely thick hair, and runner's legs. Hello there, my name is Freedom. I live on a very pretty island in the middle of the Caribbean Sea. The name of my island is St. Croix. My mother and father wanted me to have a very special name because I am their first child. They always tell me about how long they waited for me to come into their lives. I am special because they love me. In Africa, where my great-great-grandparents came from, the word for freedom is uhuru. You can call me Freedom, or you can call me uhuru, because they mean the same thing. So whenever I write my name down, I feel so good. It's spelled Freedom, and I'm so proud of myself because my name is something I think we all need. When we have freedom, we can do many things. We can own our own land, grow food in our gardens, make our own clothes, and sing our own songs. I usually spend the weekends at my grandmother's house by the bay. That is freedom for me. And my grandmother teaches me how to cook, plant seeds, and sew on her old machine. Sometimes she takes me fishing or for long walks along the water. We talk, and I tell her, "Grandma, the neighborhood kids laugh at my name." Grandma smiles and says, "Don't worry, you'll be okay." After church on Sundays, we visit friends or play at the beach. You would love the food we cook at beach parties. Everyone cooks. Someone will bring a huge pot of seasoned rice, and somebody else will prepare stewed chicken and potato stuffing. They better not forget the fried fish and Johnny cake. Yum! My mom is the queen of callaloo. Thank you. At school, my teacher, Mrs. McGregor, shows us how to do the research on her laptop, and she is my favorite. I love school. I have two younger sisters. Would you like to meet them? This is Unity. Unity means togetherness. Sometimes when Daddy says, "Clean your room, girls," we do it all together, and it comes out better and much quicker too. There's a whole bunch of things you can do together. Unity is mostly a happy child, but every now and then she says, "Even though I like my name, the kids at school tease me about it." And Mom says, "Don't worry, you'll be okay." This is Justice. She's the baby. Soon she won't be the youngest much longer. Can you guess why? Well, justice is kind of hard to explain. Daddy says it means doing what is right, like fixing your cousin's toys when you break them, and saying you're sorry when you push people down, and really meaning it. And our mom always says, "Save some cake for your dad." I guess there's some justice to that. Sometimes little Justice complains, though. "I wish I had a different name. My friends laugh at me. I don't like my name." And Dad hugs her and says, "Don't worry, sweetie. You'll be okay." Now you've met my family. All of our names stand for something, and your name has a meaning too. Perhaps your name was created from letters that sounded nice when put together. Or maybe you're named after a grandparent, or a town, or a star. All your names are beautiful. And what is important to remember is that things like freedom, family, togetherness, and doing what is right can create happiness in our hearts. Pretty soon, my mother is going to have another baby, and Daddy says he has a feeling it's a boy. That means we'll have a baby brother to love and hug. Can you help us think of a name for him? The end.
My name is Ariella Hayes, and I'm the owner of Love and Light Gifts and Inspirations, located on the waterfront in Frederiksted, St. Croix. Today I brought a couple items to share with you to talk about how to shift your energy and cleanse your space, which is so important all the time, and especially right now. So today I brought with me a couple different types of sage that are traditionally used. Smudging is an ancient technique, mostly known for its origins in Native American tradition, but is used worldwide by all kinds of people who just want to clear their space and really feel good and alter the vibration. It's really about making sure that your space matches your intention and how you feel. What you do, usually it comes bundled in a string. It's recommended, I always recommend to people to untie the string so you don't waste it, but it's really not necessary. All of this stuff is really about how you feel. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Once you burn it, so you can keep it like this. Also traditionally used is an abalone shell, and that's because some Native American tribes believe that their prayers got carried up into heaven by using these kinds of shells. But really, you can use any kind of a dish. And that's just so you won't burn or drop ash around your home and accidentally burn things, which I've learned. Don't smudge when there's a mosquito net. We also have a local sage here too that can be used as the same purpose. It's a little greener than traditional white sage that is grown in many parts in California, but we have a local smudge as well that can be used just as fine, just as well. There are also many different properties for burning different herbs, not only connecting to Mother Earth, but also healing properties on a physical level too. Sage, for example, when you burn, kills bacteria in the air. So if anyone in your home has a cold or is sick, feel free to burn this as long as they don't have any severe asthma or things like that to be aware of. This will help to freshen up the space. Make sure your windows and doors are open as to let the smoke waft through, and you should be just fine. There's also different kinds of sage. There's blue sage for specific purposes. There's also a mugwort and a black sage. People burn lavender and rosemary and all different kinds of things to promote different purposes as well. So then, next we have, one other type of vehicle that people use to burn in their home to feel good is Palo Santo. It's a type of wood. This particular wood comes from Peru that I have here, but people burn this to feel safe, to bring in abundance and good luck into their home. And again, using the smoke as a vehicle to send up your prayers and your attention just goes in line with how nature works and the elements as well. Intune is an oil that I know Amy would benefit from because she is so busy and she's got so much on her schedule. How many scheduling books do you really have?
A few.
Yes.
This helped me a lot at Mango Melee when you put it on me.
Absolutely. So what this does is it helps you focus. It kind of puts everything in I guess, compartments for you to easily get done. And I'm so glad that it worked for you. It's an oil that's worked for me forever. And let's show everybody how exactly we can use this. Now, essential oils, they are in their purest form, so definitely be aware if you have sensitive skin. It's not something you're going to want to just put all over. Do a test first to make sure there are no allergies. And also, a safe place for everybody, whether they are babies or dogs, would be on the bottom of your foot or both of your feet is a great way for oils to get into your blood system. Trust me, it works. Essential oils are amazing, amazing. So what you would do is, this is in a roller. It also comes in a different size, but this is very convenient. Oh, you just rub it on your put it on there. You can rub this together, rub your arms together, and then I usually kind of do a swipe like this because smelling it also helps trigger those things inside of us that, you know, keeps the scent around. It helps us to,
Center.
yes, center. Scents are so important. They trigger memories, and they also can trigger things in us to help us stay motivated and to keep us happy and uplifted. So
Which this is a huge help, especially on events like Jumbies in the Garden, a pumpkin melee.
absolutely. Well, thank you so much, and I'm so happy this worked for you. And maybe it will work for you too.
I hope people go to your store and try it at Love and Light down in Frederickstead. And thank you always for, you know, coming in here and sharing your energy when you do guided meditation in the garden on Tuesdays. We so appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Amy, and thank you for everything that you do in setting this up and for supporting our local shops and businesses. It's so important. So
Well, thank you.
many thanks to you.
Namaste.
And the Botanical Gardens, of course. A couple other oils I have here just to share with you. We have Purify is actually a blend. I just wanted to mention this brand is called doTERRA. It is a therapeutic grade brand. There are lots of brands all over the place. doTERRA seems to fit comfortably with me, so that's what I love to share with people because I love to share what really works. Purify is a cleansing blend. It is made of different oils, and actually mice don't like it. You can also put it in a spray bottle to freshen up your clothes that are dry cleaning. You can put it in anything that smells, like your shoes, your teenager's gym bag, a couple drops in the laundry, just an all around. It's also great for bug bites as well. So all of these things have multiple uses, and that's really what we're going for in times like this. The last thing we need is a lot of clutter and things that we only use once. Essential oils are great for multi-purpose reasons. Same thing here. Let's talk about peppermint for a little bit. Peppermint is, of course, minty, but it's also a freshener. You can use this. Basically, you put a drop in your hand. I'll show you right now. You just put a drop in your hand. These are also antibacterial. They're safe to share. You're not going to get anybody else's germs. So you just put a drop in your hand, inhale, and send it over, and you're going to feel great and cooled off instantly. And also, if you have any digestive issues, maybe you ate something funny or you're just not feeling yourself, there's a lot going on. We are affected physically by things outside of us. Putting a couple drops of peppermint on your abdomen, on the bottoms of your feet, or even inhaling it is going to help calm down your belly and make you feel good and ready to go and energized for the next task that we have to do. And the last great oil that I brought is eucalyptus. And this is because what we're going through right now with the pandemic, it's coming to our lungs. So I thought eucalyptus was a great oil to share to help open up your lungs and help you breathe in and take in all that nice energy and air and chi and make your lungs strong and good and help reflect anything that is going to inhibit you from taking in a deep breath and keeping away that which does not serve you. So eucalyptus is another great oil to use. I would not ingest this, but having this brand be therapeutic grade, you can also put peppermint in your water. This is completely indigestible as well. And to cook with. Uses are everywhere, or the uses are many. And that is about it that I have brought to share with you today. I want to thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the events that we're going to have online today. Big thank you to Amy and the Botanical Gardens for having us and continuing to put this on to make us all feel great and have fun. So that's about it. My name's Ariella Hayes. My shop is Love and Light Gifts and Inspirations. It's in Frederickstead, St. Croix. Give us a call, stop by. You can find us on Facebook. We have a website, and that's it. So thank you very much. Happy Halloween, and be safe, everybody. Thank you.
There are so many people that helped put this together today.
Like our sponsors. Thank you, Costula,
For the
our
pumpkins.
We're going to make Makojumbies, which is traditional for the Virgin Islands. right? And Makojumbies, what do?
They chase away evil spirits.
They chase away evil spirits. So you'll be able to make one and hang it wherever you want. You can hang it on a tree, you can hang it on your doorknob, you can hang it on your bedpost. Okay, and it's made out of pipe cleaners and beads, and then I made little Makojumbi hats. And so the first thing to do is, if you want to make the body, is you have to put the two legs together. So you can put, what did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. You can choose whatever color you want to put them together to make the body.
So like this?
Yeah, I'll make one with you while you're doing yours. I'll do mine.
Got it.
Yeah, you have to put them both in. And these are just ponytail beads, the same kind of beads people put in their hair, right? The same kind of beads.
Oh, my legs are uneven.
So you can make a pattern if you want. You can just mix them all up if you want. I tend to mix them up, but some people like to make it like a stripe pattern or something like that. And so you first make the body, which I will do, and then I'll separate the legs so we can make nice long legs.
Long legs. Wait, where's my pattern again?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, red.
If you need more colors, let me know, because I got lots of beads, okay?
Okay. I'm doing this in Croy style color.
So you want to start with 6 probably for the body, and then you can separate the legs. Then when you get to the bottom, in order to keep them from falling off, you just bend the pipe cleaner up at the feet and at the hands so they don't fall off.
Oh.
Okay?
Where's my one? Oh, moving all around.
Oops, I don't think I got a black one yet.
Oh, got it.
So this is something, we're partnering with the St. Croix Botanical Gardens, and I'm from the Children's Museum of St. Croix, and we partner together on lots of activities. And in the past, we've done Makojumbies in the garden, and this is when we first did these. And so now we're doing it today, since we can't have a big party anymore with COVID.
Yes, got us messed up.
Right, oh, you're making a pattern, right?
Yeah.
You both are making patterns, right? Black and orange pattern and a red, yellow, and green pattern. I'm just mixing mine up. So you can do anything you want with them. Anything. Whoops. Sorry.
That's okay. It's easy. It's not hard.
Yeah, it's not hard to do.
You could do this at home.
Mm-hmm. You could. And it wasn't hard to put them together either.
Nope.
When I got big beads for the heads.
Wooden ones.
Mm-hmm. And then I have a pipe cleaner for the arms. That's really a half a pipe cleaner for the arms, and I stuck it up through the head to tie it on. And then I have a whole pipe cleaner for the legs.
I didn't know what they called these, but now I do. Now I know.
People call them pony beads, I think. Maybe because they put them in ponytails.
Yeah, they put them in like braids and stuff.
Braids, right. See, so I just folded the foot up to keep them from falling off. So when you get down to there, you can do that too.
This, then after the green, then yellow. And this one.
Yeah, you all are very meticulous in making a pattern, huh?
Bend the foot
I'm just
like
doing it
this.
haphazard. Oh, there you go. Now you can do the other leg.
Then, wrong one.
Oh, Savannah's using
This.
Halloween colors, right?
Yep. Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about.
Yeah, but that's all right. Your colors are good too.
Yeah.
You don't have to do the same thing. You can do your own design.
Green.
When everybody's finished, you guys could hold up your Makojumbies together and then say these are Makojumbies.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. And you can make the legs dance. just like a real Makojumbi, if you want, right? Like you can stand on one foot like you see in the parade.
Yep. Yeah, it scares me when they're
Do,
walking
do
over
they
me.
scare you?
Yeah, when they're walking over me.
Why does that scare you? You afraid they're going to fall on
Yeah.
you? They're so much better at standing up on their stilts than I am on the ground. I trip on the ground, and they never seem to trip or fall or anything, do they?
Nope.
They're very coordinated.
Well, sometimes I practice a lot.
Yep, it takes practice.
But if
All
you're
sk-
tripping on the ground,
They
you have
used
to
to do it
practice
at
to
our
walk.
all
school.
skills take
People used
practice.
to practice at
At school, yeah.
Oh yeah, what school?
Ricardo
Oh
Richards.
yeah, you have a Makojumbi troop at Ricardo Richards. That's right.
I'm done. I'm gonna do my arms actually.
Okay. Did you finish your legs? Okay.
Yeah, finish my legs. I'm gonna fold my legs a little bit to have space so it don't fall off.
Yep, that's a good idea.
Wait, wrong one. Red, yellow, green, and just go and do it again. Oh, I don't think I can hold it anymore.
What color? Oh, I don't know. Black. Do you need? You might need some more blacks over there,
Yeah.
Savannah. Okay, let me get you some more.
Wait, I think this is enough.
You think it's enough? Or you think you need
Yeah,
more?
because I only use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only use 5 for my arms.
Oh, okay. So we're almost done.
Yep.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, that wasn't so hard, huh?
No, it was actually.
You're almost done too, Savannah. We're not in competition, right?
Nope.
You take your time. And make it dance. You make it dance.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Split.
Yeah, they do that sometimes, or they lift one leg up really high. I don't know how they do that. I
don't
can't.
know, they must
I
be
can't do
flexible.
that, and I'm standing on the ground. You know.
What am I doing over here? Dun, dun. Well, they do this.
Yeah, they do. They do.
And
They
then bend
do.
back.
They bend backwards all the way back.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding.
There you go. You can bend the legs how you want. You might want to push the hat down a little bit. There you go.
Imagine the
Okay, should we
Makojumbies.
show them up to the camera? Woo, we finished.
These are
And they're
our
dancing.
Makojumbies.
Yes, indeed. All right.
My name is Leslie, and I'm with the Children's Museum of St. Croix. And we are making slime today, a very simple slime recipe with my granddaughter Shayla and her friend Kenise and Lorenzo, who has a bowl on his face. To make very simple slime, you need just 3 ingredients. You need some Elmer's glue. It can be regular school Elmer's glue. It could be clear glue. It could be glitter glue, any kind you can get your hands on. You need some water and some borax. Before you start, you're going to mix 1/2 teaspoon of borax in a cup of warm water, and that's going to be your activator. You're not going to use the whole cup, though. You're going to use 1/2 cup of glue. So Shayla, you're going to hold this, and we're going to pour that into the bowl. And Shayla's going to pour her glue into her bowl. And Kenise, you need a bowl. Lorenzo, can we have Kenise's bowl? And then when you're done, use your spoon and get that out. Okay, and Kenise needs some glue, so Kenise is going to get 1/2 cup of glue. Okay, Shayla, you want to give Kenise? No, we don't need that one yet. Okay, Lorenzo, you're going to help Kenise, okay? Okay, today we're going to make some orange slime. So first we're going to add 1/4 cup of water into the slime, into the glue. You said a little bit less?
Grandma,
Yeah. Okay, hold that. Let's put the food color in there.
can I do just pink?
Pink? Okay. Shayla would like to make pink, so we're going to just add some food color. It can be any color you like. Today we have red and yellow, and with that we can make orange. And Kenise, what color would you like to make?
The next color.
Yellow? Nobody wants orange? Okay, you want yellow? Okay, and then you're gonna mix it up. Oops, I guess it helps if you open the cover. Okay, Kenise, let me get you a spoon. Okay, and then the most important part is the activator, which is already mixed. And again, this is 1/2 teaspoon of borax that you get at the laundry detergent aisle. And in that, we're going to put 1/3 of a cup of the activator. Okay, Shay? So Shay, a little bit less, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And the chemical reaction happens quite quickly. Shayla thinks it needs a little less than 1/3 cup. And Kenise, you're going to pour that in there. Oh, Lorenzo, you're going to help Kenise, okay? And then you're going to mix, mix, mix. Shay, you want to show them? Can you see into the bowl? Hold that bowl up. See what happens already? It's already congealed into the slime. And the more you play with it, the creamier and slimier it gets. So hold it up and show them. And maybe you can give Lorenzo a little piece to play with. Kenise, you want to show them yours? Maybe you can lift it out of the bowl and show them. So slime has a lot of varieties. You can add shaving cream and make fluffy slime. You can add glitter and make glittery slime. What else can you add, Shay? Baking soda, you told me today? Baking soda, and what does that do? You don't know? Makes it better. Okay, show them how you play with that. So it comes together pretty well, and it can be a messy activity if you don't get it perfectly right, but the kids love it. Sometimes the little ones don't like it as much, but if they're 3 or older, they usually enjoy it. Lorenzo, would you like a piece? You want some? Give some to Lorenzo so he can play. There you go. You have some slime. You like that, Lorenzo? Yes? Okay.
Hi, I'm Janesta Ritter, Director of Public Relations at the Virgin Islands Department of Health, and I'm here with Amy at the St. George Village Botanical Garden on St. Croix. We are so excited to partner and bring masks and other needed supplies to children and their families during this COVID-19 pandemic. We are always eager to collaborate with our community partners and other agencies and organizations like the Botanical Gardens, and we have had to actually change our approach because of the nature of the pandemic. So we are pretty excited about being here today. The kids are carving pumpkins, and we've brought masks. Even the pumpkin is wearing a mask, keeping everyone safe. We have hand sanitizer, as well as lots of informational flyers on COVID-19 prevention tips and also best practices like good hand hygiene and, of course, social distancing. And we are looking forward to engaging with the community some more. You'll see us out with our sound truck playing messages in various languages like Haitian Creole and Spanish, as well as our catchy jingles by local soca artists. So visit our website at covid19usvi.com for more information on how you can keep yourself and your family safe from COVID-19.
All right, so I am here trying to catch up with the kids. I'm trying to carve a pumpkin, see some of them have been done, but the first thing I got to do, I actually got to take the top off, so I actually got to mark the top and actually cut the top off. And then so when I cut it off, see, there's my son coming to show me his pumpkin. Let me see it, Justin. Oh man, that is awesome. So now see, this is what I got to compete with. This is what I got to compete with. Hold it up so he could see. Isn't that awesome? So pretty much what I'm going to do, just like what he did, cut the top off, oops, and then I got to clean it out. So that's what I did, the mark here. And I'm pretty much making a circle at the top. And some people sometimes do it at the bottom because it's the hot season, but traditionally it's at the top. So I did the initial mark, then I'm coming back around, and I'm going around. And then there's my top. And so I just got to clean it out a little bit. And then my spoon, the kids made some Makojumbies earlier, my spoon or my hand, and pretty much clean it out. My hands might be faster. Apparently, so I learned today as well too that I could roast these seeds. So pretty much clean them, wash them, dry them off, and then season them and bake them, right? Awesome. We're going to try some roasted pumpkin seeds later. All right, so I have it mostly cleaned out, still not to the best. But then now I got to figure out, okay, what do I want to do? Do I actually want to do like eyes like this or diamond eyes? What should we do? You know what would be funny? We do one circle eye and one diamond eye. Or we do two circle eyes and a diamond nose. How about that? Spoon, here you go. And then likewise, now I'm going to mark here. So now I'm doing the eyes. Eye number one. Can you see me? Eye number two. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. So we got two eyes so far, and then now we're going to do the nose. Woo-hoo! I'm competing against these kids. Their pumpkin looks so awesome. I don't know what kind of nose this is. All right, and here's my nose. And I have the first element of my face, and then eventually I got to work on the mouth. Now see, this young lady, she's great at the mouth. We should have her come and join me and help me figure out how to do the mouth. So, like, can you help us draw the mouth? We got to draw the mouth this way. You want to help me?
What?
Like we want to do, we could do a half face. What do you think? Something like what you did on yours?
I'm gonna do a big smile.
Okay, we want a smiling pumpkin. All right. Oh, so you want me to, so I got to cut this out?
Yeah.
She gave me a challenge. All right, let's go. All right, so I'm going to start by marking it to make it a bit easy. And then I'm going to come down. All right. Woohoo! Awesome. Perfect. And then I gotta, later on, we're gonna go and we're gonna color and maybe some pink here like mine's, and put the top back on and give him some dreadlocks and some pink lipsticks and paint up around it.
What a fun fun day today was. Our 3rd annual Jumbies in the Garden, a pumpkin melee here at St. George Village Botanical Garden. We want to thank our partners and our friends WTJX. We love PBS. We want to thank all of our corporate sponsors and our St. George Village Botanical Garden Board of Directors, all of our volunteers, and every single child that participated, making this so much fun. Thank you. We'll see you next year.